The most controversial banned books explained in 18 minutes. 1984. 1984? You mean 2026? Anyways, nah, yeah. The world is really concerning now, but not a joking matter. Wait, has anybody here actually read 1984? 1984 is dead ass this stream. Yeah, I need everybody to listen to every word I say ever. If y'all step out of line, you're officially banned. Yes, y'all actually read it. There's no... Is there a movie on it? I just want to watch a movie. I just know it about, like, what it's about and, like, the memes. Actually did not. I read the Fahrenheit 451. Yo, what's the one book in class, bro? Is it that Fahrenheit 451 with the N-word? My friend was telling me, like, in his class, the teacher would say, like, she didn't really care if, like, people read the book and they said it. Oh, it's To Kill a Mockingbird. Yeah, that's low-key insane, bro. What else is here? Satanic Verses. Bro, if you come around me with a satanic Bible, this is me, bro. Won't get rebuked, bro.
The Satanic Verses, published in 1988 by Indian-born British-American author Salman Rushdie, sparked immediate outrage in the Islamic world. The controversy centered on a section of the book that references a disputed Islamic tradition involving the Prophet Muhammad. In the novel, a character named...
I was thinking this is like a satanic Bible full on. So it's actually a diss to Islam then.
Hound, representing Muhammad, adds verses to the Quran acknowledging three pagan Meccan goddesses, Alat, Al-Uzza, and Manat, as divine beings. These verses are later revoked by Mahound, who says he was tricked by the devil. This story mirrors a debated incident in early Islamic history known as the Satanic Verses. However, in Rushdie's version, a twist reveals that the verses supposedly came from the Archangel Gabriel, not the devil. Many Muslims saw the depiction as blasphemous and disrespectful toward Muhammad and Islam. The book was banned in at least 20 countries, including India, Pakistan, Sri Lanka, Kenya, and many others.
Yeah,
Iran's supreme leader, Ayatollah Khomeini, issued a fatwa, a formal Islamic legal ruling declaring that Rushdie had committed blasphemy.
Seems like that's probably not going to go through. Wait, that's the one that died, right? That's the one that got smoked? It was him, right? No, he looks different. Was that a different one? Oh, the previous.
Rushdie had committed blasphemy and calling for his execution. This led to failed assassination attempts on Rushdie and violent attacks on people.
See, that's the thing, bro. I don't understand why people even, like, be trying to diss religion and shit, bro. Because you know there's going to be people out there that are going to want your head. Like, people would do that, bro. You'll see, like, full-on accounts online, bro. Like, you know your ass going to get doxxed, bro, and get threats and shit.
Associated with the book. The British government gave him police protection and he lived in hiding for years, frequently changing locations under tight security. In 2020,
because he wanted to release one ass book, bro. That probably didn't even sell good.
Rushdie survived
you
a
could diss
stabbing
anything
in
else,
New York.
bro. Like, it's not even like a disagreement or normal diss, bro. It's just like the people that would just be saying insane shit.
Was written by Russian and American novelist Vladimir Nabokov in 1955. The book drops the reader into the disturbing mind of Humbert, a deeply twisted man consumed by his inappropriate fixation on 12-year-old Dolores Hayes. The story
Yeah, I've heard enough, bro. Give me the Second Amendment right now, bro. And you know damn well, bro, some nigga on Elon Musk Twitter's gonna be like, but it's free speech! Shut the fuck up, bro. Yeah, free speech. He's not gonna be free from these consequences, nigga. In GTA. This gotta be an old book. There's no way this would pass, bro. Bro, there's no way this would pass in, like, past the 1950s. Wait, is this why Epstein named his plane Lolita Express? Is that actually why? Oh my god, that's insane.
Folds as Humbert manipulates his way into becoming Dolores' stepfather, then abducts and assaults her. Throughout his confession, Humbert attempts to rationalize his disturbing behavior by describing what he terms the demoniac qualities he perceives in children who draw his attention. The novel's explicit content and central theme of adult obsession with a minor sparked immediate controversy. Authorities in multiple nations deemed the work obscene and morally despicable, leading to widespread censorship. The book faced bans in Canada, Argentina, France, New Zealand, South Africa, and the UK.
US? God.
Throughout the 50s and 60s. Because of its shocking content, Lolita became one of the most debated literary works of the 20th century. The Anarchist Cookbook, published
So
in
was the book just not banned? Now I need to search this up. Lolita is not legally banned in the United States, but has faced censorship with bans in some school districts and libraries, such as the 2023 ban in Canby School District Wikipedia. A couple school districts banned it. Is there any banned books in the US? Okay, there is. So then why is this not banned if there's banned books? This should be like a main book ban. Like, I don't think anybody would complain, bro.
1971 by William Powell is a manual containing instructions on how to make explosives, dangerous gases, and other DIY weapons, along with guides on guerrilla tactics, wiretapping, booby traps, and hand-to-hand combat. It also includes drug recipes and methods of sabotage, written in a rebellious tone promoting violence under the banner of peace and resistance.
This would actually be really good in like a war or something, or if your country completely breaks out.
Powell created it as a reaction to political unrest, calling it a handbook for the silent majority. However, many of the instructions are poorly researched and unsafe.
Yeah, I was about to say, you have to research these and find out how to make a bomb and different things. It's like, how well would he even know that?
Some criticized for being ineffective or dangerously flawed. The FBI and other agencies condemned the book for its content.
Oh, the FBI condemned that, but not the other book, huh? Typical FBI.
The book has been linked to violent events, including bombings by Puerto Rican separatists at an FBI office, abortion clinic attacks by Thomas Spinks, and ties to the
Abortion clinic attacks? Why would you even attack there?
2005 London transit bombers. It has sold over 2 million copies and remains controversial for its influence.
Yo, what is niggas preparing for, gang? 2 million copies? People are getting prepared for a fucking civil war, dog.
Tommy, the reason it's not banned is because the federal government in most cases cannot ban books due to the First Amendment, no matter how horrible the content is. But school districts often do in libraries, and businesses cannot sell it if it is too controversial.
Okay, yeah, for the First Amendment thing, but like books are banned. Isn't Mein Kampf banned in America? It's not? Oh, shit. Wait, I actually didn't know that. I thought it was banned. Damn, okay, never mind, I was wrong. Holy f***, no, that First Amendment is insane, bro. Like, as much good the First Amendment will do for people in helping them protect their speech, holy fucking shit, yo, they can't ban Mein Kampf, bro. You can buy it on Amazon right now. Wait, are people reviewing it? I'm not gonna search that up, bro. I don't need the CIA and FBI, bro, on my computer. Obviously, I wouldn't buy and read it, but like, most countries allow it. I don't think most countries do.
On many acts of terrorism.
America is the only country that has like an extreme First Amendment. That's why there's like a lot of extremism and shit here.
Across the UK and US. It was banned in Australia and Canada, and in the UK it's considered criminal to possess due to its content being useful for terrorism. In the US, it's legal to own but may be seized if tied to suspected criminal activity. Even Powell later urged its suppression, regretting its violent impact.
He only regretted it because like people got mad.
Vinci Code is a 2003 mystery novel by American author Dan Brown. It follows symbologist Robert Langdon as he investigates a murder in the Louvre, uncovering a theory that Jesus and Mary Magdalene had a child and that the Catholic Church hid this secret for centuries. The book claims that the bloodline of Jesus continued through French royalty. The novel was accused of distorting Christian history and offending religious beliefs. Many Christian groups...
I think it was probably banned in like very religious countries, I assume. Isn't married Jesus to Muhammad? Yeah.
Called it blasphemous for suggesting Jesus was married and had descendants. Scholars also criticized it for false historical claims. It was banned in Lebanon in 2004 for offending Christianity and also faced bans or restrictions.
Is it not a Muslim country? Or like a majority Islam? Maybe I'm wrong.
Iran, Egypt, Pakistan, the Philippines, and several Indian states. Its 80 million sales and 2006 movie fueled
80 million? Damn, I didn't know this was that big. I've never heard of this.
Global debate. Naked Lunch is a 1959 novel written by American author William S. Burroughs. The book is infamous for its chaotic structure, grotesque imagery, and unapologetic depictions of drug addiction, bodily decay, graphic intimate acts, and unethical medical practices. It reads as a...
How were people visualizing this shit back then? Because, like, you know, when you read a book, you try to visualize it in the voices. That would just disturb me. Like, I can't read horror books and stuff. I'm sorry. I can't do that. When I read a book, I want to hear a chill story, not something crazy.
Barrage of surreal, disturbing, and absurd short stories. The narrative follows William Lee, an addict fleeing law enforcement in New York. He eventually reaches a fictional city called Interzone. which is a chaotic black market ruled by 4 political factions. Lee is hired by a group called Islam Inc. to find the sadistic Dr. Benway, known for running dystopian experiments and psychological torture programs. The book shifts erratically between these events and abstract, disturbing scenes involving grotesque characters, violence, and drug-fueled
Why even have this? It just sounds like awful to make.
hallucinations. Due to its extreme content and profane tone, the book was banned in several countries and cities, including Boston, Los Angeles, Australia, and Canada. In the US, Burroughs faced multiple
Okay, wait, so cities can ban books.
including Boston, Los Angeles, Australia, and Canada.
Okay, so that's how books can get banned. Okay.
In the US, Burroughs faced multiple obscenity trials. The book was condemned for its depictions of drug use and explicit adult material. In Australia, it was banned for its portrayals of homosexuality and narcotics. Brave New World, published in 1932 by English
That's
author
old.
Aldous Huxley, is set in a future where people are mass-produced in labs, sorted into castes, and brainwashed from
Is that not society now? Why could this have possibly been banned by the upper levels of society?
birth to accept their roles. In this world state, freedom, individuality, and emotion are replaced with control, pleasure, manipulation, and consumerism.
Wait, what the f? This was written in 1932? This is literally the world now. That's an insane prediction. Oh my god.
The novel opens at a hatchery where human embryos are artificially fertilized. Lower castes are conditioned with electric shocks to fear books and nature, ensuring they stay content with simple repetitive jobs. The entire
Wow.
society is kept happy through non-stop entertainment, casual intimate relationships, and a calming drug called soma. People are raised to reject religion, history, and literature. They praise Henry Ford as a godlike figure and gather in ritualistic solidarity services that end in
Replace Henry Ford with like Trump in the US. And this is pretty much us now. I ain't gonna lie. Out of all people, Henry Ford though? Why Henry Ford? Back then, what? This is 1932. Henry Ford was alive then, right? What was he making cars and shit? Yeah, he was alive. Yeah, Henry Ford was a real fucking piece of shit. This dude was a piece of shit. Replace him with Elon Musk. Nah, but people don't look up like to Elon Musk as like a cult leader. Like nobody cares about fucking Elon Musk. People just find him corny.
drug-fueled orgies. The system is designed to eliminate attachment, love, and traditional family bonds. The book was banned in Ireland in 1932 for its explicit themes and rejection of religion and family, in Australia from 1932 to 37, and in India in 1967, where Huxley was accused of promoting inappropriate adult themes. In the US, it has faced constant challenges over the years for its language, nudity, and offensive themes.
So this is facing problems by the US, but the fucking Lolita, the dude that was 18 or like whatever, became a stepfather and was molesting a 12-year-old, that was fine. Nothing was happening with that.
The 120 Days of Sodom,
Oh!
written in 1785 by French writer
1785.
Marquis
You know,
de
that's how you
Sade
know it's
and
bad.
published in 1904, is one of the most infamous banned books in history. It tells the story of 4 wealthy Frenchmen who locked themselves in a remote castle with a group of accomplices, servants, and victims, including many adolescents, to carry out months of extreme debauchery. The men are
fuck?
entertained by 4 prostitutes who recount stories of their taboo passions, involving everything from every type of philia, adultery, and
Was this like their like 50 Shades of Grey back then? They didn't have like modern porn, obviously. They didn't even have like the magazine pictures, nothing.
torture to even more disturbing acts. These tales inspire the men to act out similar brutalities, escalating in intensity until many of their
Insane.
victims lose their lives in the process. The novel was banned in France, the US, Australia, and the UK until the 1960s due to its graphic content, which includes acts of sadism, blasphemy, and violence. De Sade's name became the root of the term sadism for this very reason. His work was so notorious that Napoleon ordered his imprisonment.
That's how old this nigga is, bruh. That's a W Napoleon move, though.
Animal Farm, published in 1945 by English author George Orwell, is a political satire about a group of farm animals who
I think I
overthrow
know about this, right?
their human owner,
Yeah.
dreaming of a society built on equality and freedom. The pigs slowly take control, and one pig named Napoleon rises to power, becoming a ruthless dictator. In the end, the animals are betrayed and find themselves worse off than before. Animal Farm is a story that represents the Russian Revolution and the rise of Stalin in the Soviet Union. The pigs represent Soviet
classic.
leaders who, after promising equality, abused their power and created a new form of oppression. Because of its criticism of authoritarian rule and political hypocrisy, Animal Farm has been...
These type of books are like timeless, bro. Like movies are good, bro, but you don't got nothing on like a book. Cause like, I don't know, bro. It's just like it being written in text, bro, is timeless.
banned in multiple countries. It was banned in the Soviet Union and other communist nations for mocking the failures of communist leadership. In 1948, Czechoslovakia banned it for the same reasons. In Vietnam, it was banned for promoting a false socialism ideology. In Cuba, it's still banned today. In 1987, it was also removed from schools in Bay County, Florida, by a superintendent who found the content inappropriate.
What? If anything, wouldn't they keep that in an American school?
For students. In 2002, it was also banned in schools in the United Arab Emirates due to Islamic sensitivities like the portrayal of pigs and alcohol. 19...
No, I don't know why that's so funny. You know what I'm thinking of, bro? Yeah, I know that one meme of like that one Muslim homie you got and shit that be smoking, drinking, doing whatever, but as soon as pork comes up, whoa, bro, whoa, yo. They basically just hit that. Whoa, yo, you had a pig in there? Nah, gang, we can't fuck with that. We can't fuck with that, bro.
1984, written by George Orwell and published in 1949.
You mean 2026?
Is a dystopian story set in a future where the world is locked in constant war. Great Britain, now called Airstrip 1, is part of a superstate named Oceania, ruled by Big Brother, a dictator upheld by fear, control, and non-stop propaganda. The government watches everyone through constant surveillance, rewrites history, and punishes anyone who thinks for themselves. The main character, Winston Smith, works at the Ministry of Truth, where he secretly...
Tommy's Big Brother. Chat, say our chant now. Say our chant now. Say our chant like I told you guys now. What chant? I don't know.
Hates the regime and dreams of rebellion. He joins what he thinks is a resistance movement only to be betrayed and arrested. Winston is tortured by the party until he breaks and finally gives up all rebellion, even coming to love Big Brother. 1984 was banned in the Soviet Union in 1950 because Stalin recognized it as a criticism of his rule. It was also banned in Vietnam for political reasons. Alice's Adventures in Wonderland is an 1865 children's...
Is that old? God damn, I didn't know it was that old.
...novel by Lewis Carroll. It follows the girl Alice, who falls down a rabbit hole into a fantasy world full of talking animals and strange creatures. One scene shows Alice meeting a caterpillar who smokes a hookah and gives her a mushroom that changes her size. In the United States, the book was banned in some schools in the 1960s for supposedly promoting drug culture and disrespecting authority.
Bro, are we dead ass? No, this is crazy work. I'm still thinking of the Lolita book. The Lolita book wasn't banned, but fucking Alice in Wonderland. Because she ate a mushroom.
Earlier, it also faced bans for alleged obscene language and inappropriate themes. In 1931, it was banned in Hunan, China, because officials believed giving animals human traits was insulting and confusing for children, potentially leading them to think humans and animals were on the same level, a result that was seen as disastrous by the censor general. The Soviets banned it for perceived political subversion and saw its absurdity as mocking state control. Tropic of Cancer is a 1934 novel by American writer Henry Miller, based on his life in
You already know it's gonna be freaky.
Paris in the 1920s and 30s. The story follows a struggling writer who spends his days wandering the city, drinking, sleeping around, and writing about it. The book is filled with graphic adult content and rough language. When it was first published in France, it was banned in many countries for being too explicit and offensive.
That's what I'm missing something. This sounds like a freaky dude.
Scenes of commercial intimacy, rough lovemaking, SM practices, non-consensual acts, and other controversial violations,
Okay, never mind then.
along with
Never mind.
language seen as racist and misogynist. It was banned in countries like the US, UK, Canada, Australia, South Africa, Turkey, and Finland. After over 100 legal battles in the US alone, the book
At
was
that point, if I'm the author, I'm just giving up the book. My book is getting sued 100 times. How does he even have the money to afford that? It had to just be Tropic of Cancer fans that were pouring in money for him to defend himself.
eventually declared not obscene. The Jungle is a 1906 American novel by Upton Sinclair that exposed the brutal working conditions and filthy practices of the US meatpacking industry. Sinclair went undercover in Chicago's slaughterhouses to research the lives of immigrant laborers. Though his goal was to
It's a
highlight worker
whistleblower
abuse
book?
and promote socialism, what grabbed the public's attention was the unsanitary handling of meat. The outrage led to new food safety laws in the US. Despite its impact,
Oh,
the book
okay.
was banned in multiple countries for its political views.
What?
It was burned in Nazi Germany in 1933.
Yo, you can't make this shit up, bro.
For its socialist message, banned in Yugoslavia in 1929 for promoting socialism, and in South Korea in 1985. Ironically, East Germany banned
I didn't
it
even know that, bro. Funny thing is, people try to say like, oh, nah, Adolf was like a socialist or a communist or this and that. Bro, he literally banned the book because he didn't like socialists. Like, I've seen people say that before, bro. He was a fucking dictator, bro.
1956 for being seen as anti-communist. And in 1950s America, it was targeted during McCarthyism for being too pro-communist.
Who was mistaken here?
Operation Dark Heart is a 2010 memoir by Lieutenant
Oh, this is
Colonel
new.
Anthony Schaefer. It describes his time
Spygraph and special ops on the front lines of Afghan and the path to victory.
as a US intelligence officer in Afghanistan in 2003. The book originally revealed
war
names
crimes?
of intelligence personnel and details about secret operations, including NSA surveillance methods. The
How
Department
would you even reveal that in a book?
of Defense first approved it, then reversed course, claiming it contained classified information. To stop its release, the government bought and destroyed all 9,500
Whew.
copies of the first edition. The book's destruction sparked worldwide free speech debates. A censored version was later published. Schaefer sued,
Nah, I'm
arguing
not gonna lie. I feel like he probably put some crazy shit in there. He probably put like some war crimes they did. Let's be so for real. They had to burn all of the books. They definitely saw something they did not like in there, and they said, "Yeah, we gotta get this out of here. You can't release
the
this."
redactions violated his free speech rights. In 2013, the Pentagon admitted that nearly half of the censored material wasn't actually classified.
Knew it.
A 2015 court ruling allowed some previously removed content to be restored in future editions. Steal This Book, written by American activist Abby Hoffman and published in 1971, is a rebellious how-to guide aimed at youth during the counterculture
So if
era.
you actually stole the book, would you get charged? Because it's technically telling you to.
It encourages readers to reject authority and fight against the government and big corporations. The book teaches readers how to survive by scamming the system, suggesting shoplifting and free-riding public transit, all framed under the slogan, "Stick it to the man." It also covers the proper usage of weapons and explosives. Because of
So
its
this is just like the other anarchist book.
encouragement of criminal activity and criticism of capitalism, Steal This Book was banned in Canada, Australia, and many US bookstores. Libraries also refused to carry it. Despite this, it became a hit. Over 250k copies were sold in 1971 alone,
Damn.
though how many were actually stolen remains unknown. The Little Red Schoolbook was written by Søren Hansen and Jesper Jensen and first published in 1969.
Oh, let's go. It's free. Hopefully it's not a bad book.
Aimed at school-aged children, the book encourages them to question authority, school rules, and adults. It tackled subjects many considered taboo at that time, like adult themes, substances, and the power dynamics between teachers and students. Because of its mature
Yeah, I would not be reading that.
themes presented to a young audience and perceived threat to traditional authority and moral standards, it was banned in France, Italy, Switzerland, Australia, and the United Kingdom. Critics claimed it promoted rebellion in schools and normalized what they saw as
Let's be real, bro. If a kid is reading this, though, they're not understanding. They're not understanding this, bro.
moral behavior. The Rights of Man by Englishman Thomas Paine, published in 1791, defends the French Revolution and argues that political revolution is justified when a government fails to protect its people's natural rights, a stance considered
Jeez, I wonder why it was banned.
shocking at that time. It was banned in the United Kingdom for promoting republicanism and political reform, which authorities saw as a direct threat to the monarchy and ruling class. Paine was charged with treason and the book was suppressed. It was also banned in Tsarist Russia after the Decembrist revolt, and in Ireland in 17...
Bro, if you look back at history, I feel like before the 1800s, dude, there were so many fucking revolts, bro. Like, you'd have a revolt every, like, 20 years. Maybe less than that, I don't know. But, I mean, we have them around the world, because, like, Nepal, for example. Shit, Madagascar had one. Maybe we do have them more than I think. But I feel like, bro, you just look through history, bro, like, every fucking country, bro, was having one, like, every other year.
3 for inciting rebellion. Its radical call for democracy challenged imperial and aristocratic power across Europe.
That was a good video. Said to say I will not be reading those books. What's the most insane one here? I think that Lolita shit is still absurd, bro. That one is like the worst one. Anyways, yeah, if you're watching the 2, make sure you're on the Discord and watch the streams.
Subscribe to Tommy and FG.